Okay, hi. So today I'm gonna configure access list. It's the same topology I used in from my last video. If I see like I am able to ping 192.168.1.100. Okay, the reason why it didn't receive the IP address. Yeah, okay, 20.1. So this is 20.1. This is 20.0.2. It will work now. Okay, it's working. So in this meantime, if I will go on the router and I will check, it will tell me all the net translation. So IP net translation, I can see here my inside global address is 2.1.2. This is my external interface of my router. Inside local is the 20.0.1 and it is going to this IP address and with this port number 56785678. So let me configure one more thing here. I am configuring the IP address on this server for my ACL. Okay, let's see, am I able to ping? Yeah, it's pinging now. If I'm able to ping from here, it's working. Let me try to ping from VLAN 10. Okay, it's working fine. So I need to create a ACL. So ACL is two types: standard, extended, and numbered and name. So we are going to use name access list because we can make modification. If it's a number access list, we cannot make the changes. So what I want, I'm going to do like 20.0.1. It can access internet. So suppose this is our all internet things. Let me change the logo for this one. Change logical icon. Let's take the Rogers. Okay, suppose this is our ISP, and this computer, it can go to internet anywhere. And this computer, I just want, it can only access website port 80 or port 443. And like VLAN 10, they cannot go to internet. Let's do it now. So I'm going to create ACL on my layer 3 switch. Enable, configure. So for ACL IP net, it's ACL IP access list extended. I can put the name HQ. Now I'm inside the ACL. I need to create the list. So first of, what's our demand first? 20.1, this computer can go to internet anywhere. So IP, so okay, we have to use a statement permit or deny. Permit. So there's like two topology. If we want to allow like particular host for one particular service, then we have to use this term TCP. But if we are allowing one complete particular host with like all the like services, then we have to use the IP. Okay, so here we are using this computer for all the services. So permit IP host and 20.0.0.1, it can go to any destination. That's it. Now the second list say like this computer can only access internet, then we use permit PRMIT. So now I'm going to use TCP term because I'm using one host for one particular service. TCP host 20.0.0.2 can go to any destination but only port number 80. And the third one, our demand is like VLAN 10 cannot go to internet. So if it's like full services, then I need to use the IP done. Deny IP, and now the network is the full network 10.0.0.0 is there is a wildcard mask 0.255.255.255, and the destination is any destination. That's it. Okay, yeah, all good. So exit, I need to define the interface. Interface fast Ethernet 0/1, IP access group, the name of the access list, and then it's the outside interface out. Now exit. So there are like four interface. They are all are internal. Interface range fast Ethernet 0/2 to 5, IP access group HQ in. That's it. Control Z. If I will say show access list, I can see like our access list is here. Permit 1, allow only web services and don't allow anything. So the one thing we have to remember, like by default, if we are using access list, if like the end statement which is not visible, it say like everything is denied by default. So we have to allow all the permit in the beginning, then deny in the end. Let's see. 20.1 can access internet. Yes, it can go to. It can ping. Can it go to the use the web services? 192.168.1.101. Yes, it can access the web services. Okay, let me make the changes so we know like which services we are using. So I'm on the server services HTTP. So they like HTTPS and HTTP both are enabled. So click on the index, edit. Welcome to 192.168.1.101 server. Save it. Yes. Close it. So let's try to access this web service now. Go again. Now it's saying welcome to 1.101 server. Okay. So this computer, it can only use the web services. So it should not ping. It is not able to ping because access list say like it can only access web services. So let's try to access web service now. Yeah, bindas. So it can access the web services. And VLAN 10, it cannot go to internet anywhere. It cannot go to use the web services. It cannot access the ping. Hostname unresolved. If we go on the ping, destination host unreachable. So our ACL is working fine now. So let's make some changes now. That's the beauty of this named access list. Okay, suppose what I'm gonna do now. So I want like this computer, it can access telnet also, not only the port 80 service. So for telnet, I need to configure on. Okay, let's configure the telnet on this router 1, CLI, enable, configure line VTY 0 to 1. So I want only 2 people can access the telnet. Login local. It means like only local user can access the telnet. Then exit username. Who can access this login local? Username Amit. Password Amit. Second username Sumit. Password Sumit. Okay. Now I need to define the enable password. Enable secret enable. That's it. Telnet has been configured now. So if I will come here and let's see, am I able to access the telnet? I'm on this PC. Telnet 1.1.1. It is trying. It's not gonna work. The reason, because the policy say like it can only access port 80. Let's try with this computer. Command prompt telnet 1.1.1. Yeah, it's working now. Username Amit, password Amit, enable, password enable. I'm inside in the router one. So telnet is working on this services because it can access all the services, but it cannot. So exit this one. Now I need to allow telnet from on this for this computer. So 20 is saying like it can access 21. So I will create a new policy with the number 21. Okay, IP access list name extended and the name. So I need to just define the number, or I can use like number 19. It's up to us, like we can use any number. 19 permit TCP because it's for the one particular service, so I'm using TCP host 20.0.0.2 going to any destination and equal to port number telnet. We can define the port number 23 or with the name. If we will put the question mark, these are the services we can use. So let's go with the port number 23. The last time I was not able to access the telnet, but now it will work. I'm able to username Amit, password Amit, enable this, enable. Okay, so I'm inside the router one. So it's working. Telnet is working fine even for this computer, but they are still cannot access the telnet. If you go over here and see like show access list, I can see like number 19. It say like permit TCP host this any telnet and 53 matches were found. So this is how we can play around with the ACL. It's only with the demand, like whatever the demand it is, we can make the ACL and we can make the changes. We can even delete this ACL, just go to the same access list, like we type the like no, and then we need to type the number no 10, and like this access list will disappear automatically. That's it.